Hey guys, how's it going? What's going on? I've had a lot of things like in my head, on my heart, I've kind of touched on in like my vlogs and stuff, and I just figured like why not sit down and talk to you guys about it today. For a while I stopped sharing things that was going on with me. I really did the whole surface level shit. I just got really tired of the trolls, guys. I was really fragile during those times, so I just avoided that and just didn't post. Yeah, as a people pleaser, right, I need to stop giving a fuck about what people have to say. I've just had a lot of acceptance with life, you know, just a lot of acceptance. Today I'm talking a lot about like boundaries, feeling overwhelmed, where I'm at in life when it comes to like all various types of relationships. I've realized that I've needed to kind of reshape how I moved with things. Doing what I've had to do, which I talk about in this video, has brought me a lot of joy. If you followed me for a while, I have definitely let you guys in so many things that have gone on in my life, and I just kind of miss that dynamic of what we have going on, you know, through our screens. So yeah, if you're interested, keep on watching. And thank you for you guys' support. So I figured I would film a get ready with me. This way I can just chat with you guys while I get ready. Fill you guys in with just where I'm at right now in life, because you know, I love to do that. And also use this opportunity to like try new makeup, try new things, you know. I took a break from social media like a couple of months ago, and it's really taken me quite some time to really get back into the swing of like posting and being present online. I have really enjoyed not being online. Like, I feel so one with myself. Like, I can't explain it. I'm using a collagen essence facial sheet mask. Oh yeah. I have fallen off with getting ready. I feel like a couple of years ago I just got tired of it, especially after quarantine as well. I really got used to just being barefaced like all the time, so sometimes I can't even bother to put my face on. That confidence that you get when you get ready, I really miss that. I owe that to myself. Okay, I feel so connected with myself, and this is just such a powerful feeling. This feels so fucking good. Like, I feel so in control. Where I'm at right now, I feel like, okay, yes, like I am ready to give you guys this version of me. Let me just take this off because I feel ridiculous. I needed that. I'm just gonna wait for the serum to really sit on my skin. Like, I'm gonna be using a lot of newer products that are new for me. I don't know if they've been out for a while and you guys have already seen it and it's been talked about. I'm just using a lot of products that are new within my routine. I really need to get a good camera because doing this, like it is 2011 YouTube, is terrifying. This is Glossier's Rich Priming Moisturizer. I've been slacking with linking things down below, so I would definitely do that. And I just put a bit of this on my face to just moisturize everything. Smells like lavender. Maybe is that lavender? This is Ren's Brightening Dark Circle Eye Cream. Ren hooked me up. They sent me so many products. Thank you, Ren. And then I'm gonna use also Ren Clean Skin. What? Ren Clear Screen Mineral SPF. This is a mattifying face sunscreen. That's good because, you know, I am a matte bitch. This is a lot of face prepping. When you really moisturize and prep your skin, your makeup just looks so good. I used to have like really dark spots on my face that were very prominent. They cleared up a lot because I don't expose them to the sun. I protect my skin, you know? This does have a little bit of a blue like glare. It's calming down, but it's there. That's just for you guys to know. And now we're gonna do primer. This is Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Hydrating Primer. All of these fucking products have literally got the foil that protects it. You know, everything's brand new. Damn. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been into like really hydrating primers. I rarely use matte primers that matte unless I'm like going out and I know that I'm gonna sweat. I got oily skin and I sweat, so that dewy glow trend that's happening right now, my skin is really finessing that trend. Sorry to interrupt, this is Future Drea here, interrupting this video with a special message from today's sponsor. Because I drink so much coffee and red wine, my teeth are always like so stained. In the past, when I do use teeth whitening products, my teeth always feel so sensitive after. I recently actually got sent this teeth whitening pen from Spotlight Oral Care. Spotlight Oral Care was actually created by 2 Irish dentists that use cruelty-free, PETA-approved, clinically proven ingredients in their products. And their products are suitable for sensitive teeth. Insert me. Each Spotlight Oral Care toothpaste contains active ingredients and are formulated to target specific dental needs. Even me, with my sensitive teeth, I've been using Spotlight Oral Care's teeth whitening, and this pen can be used to brighten stains from, you know, drinking tea, coffee, red wine. I drink all those things. And you basically get instant results as soon as you use the pen. You just basically have to apply a small amount onto your teeth, let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then rinse. So every few days before I go to bed, I will use this pen and incorporate it into my day-to-day routine. Join the Spotlight Oral Care community and get 15% off by clicking the link in my description and using my code. Supporting partnerships like this also help to support my channel, and it makes it possible for me to continue to make quality content for you guys. This is toothpaste pomade in a pencil. So I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in a bit so we've got a closer situation happening. I think this year alone, I have been needing to create and enforce boundaries. I have just grown up to be such a people pleaser, and I did not realize my people pleasing ways until this year. When I was really young, before they left, my parents did a good job of boosting my self-esteem. My parents made me feel beautiful, they made me feel strong, they made me feel really, really smart. They missed other parts of my childhood, but they did their job with that. So shouts to them. I've always had this like natural confidence, and just like I've always been kind of like sure of myself. At the same time, I have people pleasing tendency. I really felt like for the longest time I had boundaries. When my body started to shut down and I could not even cope anymore, I realized, yeah, I need to do something in my life. Within the last year or so, I have been feeling so extremely exhausted, overwhelmed, on edge, so much anxiety constantly. I always just felt on edge, and I just didn't understand why. I didn't know what was happening. Like, I wanted to do more, but I physically just felt like I couldn't. I feel like I just had so much noise, like literally piling on top of me. I don't know if you guys have seen Umbrella Academy, you know, like when Vanya, she gets overwhelmed with her feelings and then she just goes bow to the world. Like, I just exploded. It wasn't like an emotional explosion where like things get damaged and ruined and all this type of stuff. Everything was just caving in, and when I just blew up, I'm just isolated on this tropical island in peace. I don't even know if that makes any sense to you guys. I realized when I shut down that I need to make a change. Like, I have to make a change. Like, I have to move it different. I have to do what works for me in my life. And I spoke about this kind of in my vlog coming back. Like, I wasn't present online and I wasn't present in real life. Like, I isolated myself in every way possible. And I did this mainly because I didn't want to bombard people with like my emotional shit, number one. And also I didn't really want to deal with people's opinions with how I was feeling. I just kind of wanted to feel how I was feeling for a period of time. You know, I have things and people that make me very, very happy in my life, right? The fact that I felt so disconnected from myself was really making me feel shitty. And I feel like I hadn't spent time alone with myself without the opinions of others. I feel like people pleasers really do take on people's opinions like it is facts. Or maybe it's just me, like I was just listening to too many people, and this is when I got really frustrated, because I can understand my friends that know me, like giving me advice and helping me with certain situations, but it's just the people that don't know what I deal with on a day-to-day or what I'm experiencing. Those people giving me feedback, giving me advice, giving me unsolicited advice as well. Like, who the hell are you? Like, it really comes back to me. This is Shiseido's Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Foundation. These people were just giving me this advice. These people that we used to hang out maybe like 10 years ago, I bumped into at a party. We're talking again, so you have a little bit of access to me. You feel like you have the right to tell me about myself when you don't even know me. That's when I have an issue. I've started to get really tired of always being so accessible. Like, that really started to frustrate me. You know, I was telling you guys a second ago, like, I isolate myself from everybody. My mum took such offense to it. We've spoken about this, so I feel comfortable sharing this with you guys. And to be very honest, this is like common, right? If you turn off your phone and you are not accessible to people that are used to you being accessible, naturally it might actually upset them. But what upsets me is if someone feels like they need to do that, why do you feel like it's a slight to you? And that's what really bothers me. My day ones especially, oh my gosh, my like 3 best friends, we have such a low maintenance friendship. These are the friends that I've been friends with for like over 20 years. If my friends do not call me, I am never bummed out. I am never bothered. My thing is that I just want them to be okay. It's so nice to hear from them. It's like a bonus. I don't slight them for not being present. A lot of the time when I'm living my life, I just assume like my friends haven't seen what I'm getting up to. And then I speak to them and they're like, oh yeah, I saw that you did this. And I'm like, oh, so you saw? Okay. I never think like, oh, you saw and you didn't like congratulate me. You didn't like message me. You didn't like, I don't think like that. That's not a normal way to think. I just think to myself like, they just haven't seen it or they didn't interact with it. And when I catch up with them, I'll fill them in. When I catch up and I'm trying to fill them in, guess what, they already know. And it's even better because then I don't have to like get into it as much. I'm just like, oh, so you know, so basically that's just how it is. I got annoyed with my mum and I really was upset with her because I was like, I'm going through stuff and I don't want to tell you because I don't want to worry you. I don't want the pressure of having to like feel better because I don't want you to be upset. Do you get what I mean? I just want to feel how I want to feel. My mum's my best friend. She's really understanding. And, you know, she tried to make a joke out of it. Like, oh no, I'm just trying to joke with you and just trying to, it's just a bit of banter. But I was like, no, it's not banter. And I did the thing that you shouldn't really do to parents when you're having a conversation with them about your relationship with them, because I compared myself to my younger sister, who is known in the family for not being as accessible. And I was like, if she wasn't picking up your call or she wasn't being accessible, you wouldn't send a message like that to her. You're just sending it to me. Because I'm naturally such a bubbly person. If I choose to be introverted or if I choose to be quiet, if I choose to be silent, it's like, oh, Drea, what's wrong? As much as I appreciate, you know, my role in people's lives, like, I don't always want to perform. I just want to be me. I think the performance is like pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. I feel like it's pretending that I'm this extroverted, happy-go-lucky human when I am introverted as fuck, I'm shy as fuck, I am sensitive as fuck. I am so fucking tired of people thinking that I am this strong, independent somebody when I can be strong sometimes. I had to be strong. Like, you know, like I didn't have my parents growing up. I had to look after myself and I had to look after a younger sibling when I was fucking 10 years old. Like, these are the things I had to do. And I had to be this strong person and all this type of shit. But I'm a fucking human. I'm a fucking sensitive human. I am very sensitive. I cry all the time. I swear to you, I could be on TikTok for an hour. I promise you, I will cry at least once. I just want to be who I am. I just want to be who I am, and I don't want to be who people think that I am. Like, oh gosh, seriously? I can be sensitive and at the same time be completely insensitive. I was talking to one of my male friends, right? You know, this person has been one of my closest friends for like at least like 10 years. For the last few years, our relationship isn't the same as what it used to be. You think to yourself, damn, that's a fucking bummer. I thought you was going to be around all this time. Just because things have changed, it doesn't mean that like you're not valued or appreciated. You need grace, you need understanding, you need to be slow to react, you need to be hella patient. And it leads me to my next point. If I post a snap story and then you call me and I don't pick up, why am I now in trouble? You know, you're online on social media where you're not it's different app. It's a totally different app. It's a totally different vibe. What the hell? I just hate that shit. I hate the assumption. And I'm not even gonna cap, I've been that person before. I've come to understand that someone can be available for social media but not be available for conversation with you. I might have time to get a few snaps in, you know, but I might not have time right this second to have a phone call. Oh, let me do my makeup as well, because I'm actually not doing my makeup. It's just these ridiculous standards and expectations that we have for one another. It's absolutely ridiculous. When we used to just have house phones, we wouldn't get onto each other like, oh yeah, you missed my call, you never call me back. You'd just be like, oh, I called you the other day. Yeah, around 7 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? It used to just be that. I used to have these conversations with my sister sometimes. Like, she used to be like, you could still send me a text. And I used to just feel like to myself, but I'm not ready to do that. And this is what I mean. Like, it's a performance. I'm not ready to do that, but I have to do this. And don't get me wrong, there is common decency, right? We have to be nice to each other. I do get that. But why can't I have common decency in the sense of, why can't I have my space respected? When I'm posting on social media, I'm at work, right? So imagine I'm at the office. That doesn't mean that I'm available. Even still, people use social media just purely as a hobby, and sometimes it's work and sometimes it is just a hobby. The lines get blurred a lot sometimes, you know? What I mean about boundaries, like, I really had to just like implement these boundaries. I have a relationship with my audience and I have to check in every now and again. It's a lot. It's really a lot, and it's just performative. Wouldn't you rather have a conversation with someone because they want to speak to you or because they feel forced to speak to you? I was in this relationship. We broke up like late summer, and it was really due to like long distance, right? Our relationship became long distance. He was working abroad. I'm not sad about anything, which is quite shocking because I usually am sad about things when they come to an end. I was playing Sims the other day. One of my generational Sims was dying, and sometimes I don't even want to play the Sim because I don't want them to die. I just get really sad when things are coming to an end. Like, I could be finishing a series on Netflix and I'm like, damn, the last episode. Like, I watched Modern Family again the other day and I've seen it already, and I got to the last episode, I was like, damn, it's over. I don't like when things end. This time around though, I wasn't sad at all. I was like bummed out, like, damn, I wish I got out sooner. In that kind of way, not to be rude, I feel like I'm just telling you guys all my business at this point. I just wish I was just honest about what I needed to make everything work, you know? And I just wasn't. There's just this reoccurring theme which comes back to me. I need to be honest about what I need and what I want in order to exist in this world. I have needs. I have needs, okay? It's uncomfortable when things change. It's really, really, really uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, people will adapt. You have to do what you have to do to exist. It all comes down to boundaries. This is just something I'm realizing. Like, now, I've always been that type of person where, like, if there's been a falling out or there's been a breakup, I've always wanted to hash things out with people and just end things with grace and like, I wish you the best. Like, you know, I could be in the same room and I don't feel uncomfortable. I got to a point where I got tired of doing that with people because the hurt doesn't just like disappear after you do that. I was kind of raised on this notion. This is another one of those people pleasing things that just aggravates me. Like, I'm gonna let you treat me however you want to treat me, but because I'm a dickhead. I had to put a stop to that because that shit is exhausting. I had a conversation with someone that is friends with someone that I don't really get on with, they were kind of like defending this person. I don't really have a lot of people that I hate or I don't get along with. I don't. There's an odd handful of people that this person that is friends with one of the people that I don't really like is like defending their friend and like basically saying my friend is just like this sometimes and you shouldn't really take offense because this is just how they are. And I was like, that's fine, but why do I have to accept that? Why? Because your friend is like that, I should now cave and this person's not like that with me? No, let's not. I have a friend that is also friends with the same person, and like I don't feel comfortable being in the same room as this person. Anytime this mutual friend has an event or a function or something happening, because I feel so uncomfortable being around this person, I just don't go. They are entitled to feel however they want to feel about me. That's absolutely fine. My thing is though, I will not exist in the same room as you by choice. Like, it's to the extreme of like, if you're there at a function that I'm at and I had no clue that you would be there, I would leave. Boundaries. And the craziest thing is I never used to be like this. I really would try and be cool with everyone. I think I'm still that way sometimes, especially if I still care about someone. A couple of months will go by and I'm like, damn, they played me, dog. And my feelings will change. I have loyalty to myself and I want peace for myself. So I won't move mad and do something irrational. It is not because you intimidate me. I just want to be able to exist in peace. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you guys. I really don't. And I'm even thinking like, am I going to be able to upload? If anyone implemented boundaries to me the same way I'm implementing boundaries to others, I would 100% understand. I would be like, do you know what? Your happiness and your joy means more to me than my relationship with you, and I will accept it and I will move the fuck on. How many times, yeah, my family members have told me to be cool with other family members because we're family. I'm at a point where I just don't give a fuck. Like, I've had so many of my family members be like, you're upsetting other people in the family with your tension. No, I'm not doing this. If it's upsetting you so much that me and this person isn't really getting on, then I guess you're going to be upset for a very long time. I do not drop people out for the sake of dropping people out. Someone says something I don't like and I'm dropping them out. I'm not like that. It takes a lot for me to want to get rid of you, mate. Like, that's kind of good in a way, but it's also quite toxic in a way, because I would subject myself to so much fucking manipulation and abuse. I used to just be like, do you know what? It's fine. We can work through this with friends, relationship, family members. I got into the point where I was just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Because it's just gonna fuck my head up. I used to find myself in situations where like I was always the butt of the joke. But if I ran the same jokes on other people, it wouldn't be funny. But why? Why do I need to be in those situations? And the worst thing is, like, I don't mind the odd like 1 or 2 joke, but like every time, like undermining comments and just like, no. I've been in situations where I might have distanced myself from someone and I'll talk to them again. For some reason, what I do online becomes the reason why this person is not in my life anymore. What? There's people that have known me before I had a platform online, and they'll say like, oh, she's changed, man, ever since she got that platform. No, you don't have access to me because you're a fucking psychopath. Keep it real. And if I say that, it's why we're bringing up the past. I've changed. I really have tried to grow out of like running my mouth. You know, in my last relationship especially, like when I would get annoyed, I would speak in a certain tone to control my emotions. I don't want to say something that's hurtful. I don't want to be disrespectful, right? And I remember them saying to me, you're talking to me like I'm a child. And I was like, well, I'm actually trying to just control my tone. They was like, well, get off the phone, and when you're ready to talk properly, then talk to me. All while they are talking to me with an aggressive tone. Jarring. And I just sat there like a mug and just fucking took that. What the fuck is that? I'm like, are you fucking sick in your head? The craziest thing is, I don't fucking tone this shit down. What? When I was younger, I used to get really annoyed and I would fucking go sad, but it's true. I used to do that. Now, I just speak in a very calm manner, but I just won't reply. You just won't get a response. I won't even tell you how I feel. I was talking to my friend the other day and he was like to me, like, how can you not tell someone you care about how you feel? And I said, not everyone deserves to know how you feel about stuff. Not everyone deserves to have you vulnerable and you telling them how you feel about something. Not everyone deserves that. And not everyone is ready to hear how they made you feel. I'm guilty of this too. Don't get it twisted. Like if someone tells you like, oh, like you made me feel like this, I'm like, no, I was just like, you know, you just start defending yourself and then that is like invalidating someone's feelings. What I don't like though is like if someone tells you how they felt and then you don't have the room to tell them how you felt, that's when it's like, okay, well, this is not really a conversation. You just want to kind of vent. You don't want to actually get through this. You just want me to be your journal. And I'm also guilty of this. And that's why I'm just like, okay. Let's say a friend didn't come to my birthday function. I invited them and they didn't come. I wouldn't think to myself that this friend doesn't value me as a person. I would just think to myself, they weren't available and that's it. I think if you feel away, then you feel away. Like if that's just your feelings and if that's how you base your friendships and all that type of stuff, you really have to do what is best for you. And remember that every choice you make has repercussions. If you're not a present person because you're going through stuff, just know that like when you overcome those things, there will be people that are upset with you. We're all individuals, right? We all have unique needs that we need for ourselves. I think this is where grace, communication, understanding comes in because everyone has different needs. Support and love comes and shows themselves in so many different ways. I had a family member once, they would always say to me like, you never promote my stuff on your Insta story. And then I replied like, but I'm always at your stuff. I always personally congratulate you with your stuff. And the craziest thing is like, I know how horrible people can be as well. So like, I'm very protective, especially with my family and my friends. I post them sometimes, but I don't like to excessively post their stuff because I don't want them to get abuse that they're not used to from a random troll account because I posted them. That person just did not understand what I was saying. What's crazy is that same person was homophobic to me when I had a girlfriend. When I was part of the PLT Pride campaign, that same person posted my campaign on their story. I heard about this and they were like, that's great, isn't it? And I was like, well, no, it's not great because I don't want support like that. I don't want you to post my collab. I want you to support my existence. 15-second post and be like, yo, I'm so proud. You're so proud of what? You told me to go get AIDS. What the hell? I really have new understanding for my own needs, and for the longest time I tried to be one way and I've realized that I can't be that same way that I used to be. I'm just naturally an introvert and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like going out that much, and whenever I do go out I need like a couple of days to recharge, or I could be working for a long period of time and I just need a day to just do nothing. I was in this relationship though where this person was just an extrovert and they always wanted to go out, and I felt so shitty because I didn't feel like going out as much as they wanted to go out. I just realized after that, like, I kind of need to be with someone that kind of understands that our plans are not 100% definite. You guys might hear that and be like, how can you be like that? But the thing is, I feel like there are a lot of people that love it, plans get cancelled. You know, after that relationship with the extrovert, I got with someone that was very introverted. Like my last partner was very introverted, and we loved being at home, and he loved being at home more than I loved being at home. That circumstance with the extrovert, in their story, I would be an absolute nut job. Then you have the relationship with the introvert, and you'd often say I was the life of the party. We really did not end things on bad terms. I feel comfortable to talk about it, you know. I didn't really talk about it much when I was in it, so I get asked all the time what my lashes are, and I say it all the time, it's C-Lux, C-Lux, C-Lux. Yeah, I didn't really talk about my last relationship that much, so I don't really care about talking about it now. It's over anyways, so it's fine. Not relevant to the topic, but I'm just talking just to talk, you know. We haven't spoken in a while. I'm dating again. I am not dating with the intention to end up in a relationship. I want to enjoy this version of myself for a little bit longer. I joked about it the other day on Twitter. They suspended my Twitter account, but that's absolutely fine. Just the other day on Twitter, like, I'm excited to hoe again. And obviously I had men in my mentions like, oh my gosh, you're proud to hoe girls these days. Yeah. Like, my hoeing days are long gone. They're behind me. I'm joking. If my mum saw me say that, she'd be like, oh, what if a man saw that? What if a man that wants to marry you saw that now? What da, 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 da. Any man that was looking at me like, ooh, yeah, come on, babes, and then saw that and was like, do you know what? That is not a man that I want to date. Like, I'm all for Sierra's prayer, but at the same time, like, I need to have my own life before I could be anybody's wife. Or if I end up with someone and then I divorce them and I get married again and I divorce them and then I get married again, like, what if that's my story? What if it's an Elizabeth Taylor story, you know? Do you guys really think I'm gonna get it right once and then that's it, happy ending for me? Nah, I think I'm probably gonna have like 2 divorces. Before anyone even comments like, Drea, be careful what you claim over your life, yada yada yada, the universe understands my banner. This is Fenty Beauty's matchstick. I'm using that and I'm just like pressing it into like the lace, like the hairline. Let me do Fenty Beauty's powder. Have I used this before? I feel like I have. I got 450 and 430. I kind of want to use the darker shade. Let's use 450. I love doing my face powder darker, like blending it in with my contour, bronzer, because my foundation in general is quite light, my actual skin tone, but it matches my neck. I have like light powder here, here, so I might use like face powder to infuse like my bronzer, my contour and stuff like that. This is where we're at. Revolution matte powder in deep. I'm gonna go in and use the Real Techniques contour brush and just give myself like a little bit of contour there. Because sometimes your contour just disappears after you blend everything out. Go on my neck because I've definitely added a few pounds. And I'm literally just going to take this big ass brush and sweep this on my eyelids. Just to give me a bit of colour on my eyelids. Guys, I swear, this is literally how I do my makeup nowadays. Drag it down my nose, you know. Crazy, I know, but I had to spray my face again because I like that dewy look. I used the Morphe Trendsetter with here. I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna go over that to solidify the color. Mix. I'm the only one that gets hair all around their lip glosses. I don't know why it always happens to me. Maybe because I don't close it back properly. Anyway, this is Morphe. I'm gonna use this here. This is MAC's Bittersweet lip gloss, and I'm just gonna go over the brown liner. So I'm going to use this Juvia's Place Tribe highlighter down the bridge of my nose. Highlight. Maybe up here too. You know, and then I'm just going to buff that out. I'm going to put some earrings in just to tighten the look, you know. I might add Fenty Beauty's Fenty Glow on top to give the glossy vibe. It took me like 2.5 hours to get ready because I was talking to you guys. So I don't know whether this is going to be a really long video. This is purely just for conversation. It's purely to let you guys know where I'm at. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope to post a vlog really soon, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, all of that. If you resonated with anything I was saying in this video, let me know in the comments. If you guys want me to do this again with another topic or something like that, I would love to. What I had to say in this video really was something I just wanted to talk about, and I just did. I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.